Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well as always. Today what we're going to be looking at is another of the short vowel sounds. If you saw my other video, you saw me doing the front vowel sounds, and today we're going to look a little bit closer at a specific short vowel sound, the E sound. The E sound. In this video I'm going to show you how it falls in within the vowel sounds short vowels part of the map that we looked at. And don't forget to follow, like, subscribe on YouTube, Instagram and Twitter as well if you like what you see, and to keep updated with the latest videos. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get into this E sound. Okay, our friend, the E phoneme. Let's look at it a little bit more. Let's give you the technical description of what exactly it is. Its technical name is the close mid front unrounded vowel. Close mid front unrounded vowel. A very complicated sounding name, but it's quite simple. Let me break it down for you. To remember, a closed vowel is when we have the tongue as close to the roof of the mouth as possible without creating an obstruction. An obstruction would be like that. So the tongue is not completely against the roof of the mouth, but it's quite high up in the mouth, as close as possible without creating that obstruction. It's very difficult to speak when the mouth is obstructed by the tongue. When we talk about a mid vowel, it's meaning that the tongue is more or less in the middle of the mouth. And remember, it's the fat part of the tongue we're talking about, not the tip of the tongue. That part of the tongue there. So when we talk about the E sound, it is a close mid, meaning that it's close to the roof of the mouth but a bit further down, and it's a front vowel. So close mid quite simply means that it's in between the two. It's not the closest it can be to the roof of the mouth, but it's not in the middle either. It's somewhere in between for the E sound. Now, it's a front vowel, meaning that we say it closer to the front of the teeth. If you like, the tongue is placed closer to the front of the teeth than the back of the throat. So it's a E, as opposed to A, for example, which takes place further back. So E. So the close mid front unrounded vowel, quite simply meaning that for O, the sound O, we round our lips for, this is unrounded. And that quite simply is what everything means. Close mid, it's in between the middle and the top of the mouth, your tongue placement. Front, it's coming from towards the front of the mouth. And unrounded, there's no O, it's a E, a little smile. E sound. Simple. Okay. It's also a voiced vowel sound, meaning that it comes from the throat with the mouth slightly open. Not like P or F. It's E. It comes from the throat. Okay, let's look at some examples. First of all, we're going to start with words with the E in them, the E. So for example, accept. Accept. I accept your proposal, for example. I've also written the phonetic spelling of it as well for you, because it's important for you to get used to the way that we write these words phonetically, so that it'll help you say them easier when you want to. Done. Accept. So we've got accept, to accept something, accept you, for example. And it's that E sound that I've underlined is what we're looking for. This is where the E phoneme is taking place. Let's move on. We have forget. So accept, accept, forget, eh. We also have pen, nice and simple. Pen, pen. And we have the word yes, 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 yes. And remember, I'll do it in my English accent for you, as I know so many of you want to learn the English accent. Accept, accept, forget, pen, yes. not easy for me. We'll move on. Let's have a look at words with EA, spelt with the EA, but making the E sound as well. So we have words like breakfast, not breakfast obviously, breakfast. We have jealous, when you're jealous of somebody, you wish perhaps they have something that you wish that you had. Jealous. It's a hard one, try that one. Measure, to measure something, again the So practice. Can't hear you. Practice. Better. Okay. Sweat, to sweat. When you exercise or if you're worried about something, perhaps you sweat. And finally, weather. And that's it. That's this video on the sound. Practice it, practice saying it with these words. I'd like you to see it in different spelling patterns as well to make you more familiar with it and to show you that the spelling doesn't always tell us what the phonetic sound should be. So it's important to be aware of that. As always, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, make sure that you're aware of when I upload a new video. I'm going to start off doing these short vowel sounds, a series of 5 videos, and with your feedback I'll decide whether to make more or less. As always, if you have any requests, please let me know in the comments below, and if I think it's a good idea, which it probably will be knowing you, I'll make sure that I make a video on it for you. Well, happy studying, and until next time, look after yourselves.